Namaste. Are you enjoying this series of episodes, my dear friends, called a Spiritual Glossary? And I'm sure you are actually. So, my dear friends, I welcome you all to this beautiful, amazing series of episodes, a wonderful series of episodes called as Spiritual Glossary. My name is Parinitha Patri and I welcome you all to PMC English. So, here we have many programs for spreading wisdom, enlightenment, and many videos of Patriji's messages for the entire world to watch and listen and learn, my dear friends. So, as part of this episode, today's episode of Spiritual Glossary, my dear friends, I'm bringing to you yet another word or maybe a term to understand in a deeper way, to understand from a different perspective, from a different point of view. And today's term is called as lower psychism. We are understanding about psychism, psychic powers, higher psychism, and now we are understanding about lower psychism, my dear friends. The consciousness of average humanity is mostly focused in the physical senses, and those whose consciousness related partially or irregularly to the lower astral plane develop lower psychism. Those whose consciousness is elevated to the higher mental plane develop higher psychism, my dear friends. And those who develop their astral senses without developing the mental senses fall into mediumistic, spiritualistic phenomena. They become channels to astral entities. They act as lower psychics because everything they contact is astral and physical. Their understanding and registration of objects is limited only to their physical and astral senses. The lower psychic's powers are great obstacles on his path of perfection. And because of these powers, he is stuck to past values and astral glamours. And he must work very hard to shift his consciousness toward the mental plane. Astral psychics are totally glamoured by their own powers. They live and act in glamour. Facts and events are distorted in their astral consciousness, forcing them to live an unreal life. Lower psychics, mediums, clairvoyants, and clairaudients of today are actually those people who did not make the grade in the Atlantean period and are still astrally focused in their consciousness. Lower psychism usually comes into existence when the unfolding human soul expresses himself through the lower part of the center of the solar plexus, which is immediately connected with the astral world. As a consequence of this connection, astral clairaudience and astral clairvoyance, automatic writing, mediumship, and so on come into being. Lower psychism actually is the power of the human soul manifesting through astral and lower mental planes with or without distortion. If they are distorted by glamours, illusions, or maya, they will produce not only lower psychism but also distorted psychism. That is what lower psychism is all about, my dear friends. So let us all be cautious, be careful, so that we don't fall into traps, or maybe we don't fall into other traps of lower psychism. So let us be very aware, conscious of what we are doing, how we are affecting ourselves and others, my dear friends. So, my dear friends, this particular subject of lower psychism has been taken from these books. One is The Psyche and Psychism, then The Science of Meditation, and then The Challenge for Discipleship, which are written by Torkom Saraydarian. So, my dear friends, that is all for today's episode of Spiritual Glossary. I will see you again in the next episode of yet another episode of Spiritual Glossary, my dear friends. Till then, keep watching PMC English. Namaste.